The Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire by Edward Gibbon is a key work in the field of historical writing. Even though it's not a book with characters and a plot, it tells a great story about the rise of the Roman Empire and how it fell apart. Gibbon's magnum opus is an in-depth look at all the complicated factors that led to the slow fall of one of the world's most powerful powers. It tells the grand story of Rome from the time it was at its best in the 2nd century AD to the time Constantinople fell in 1453. The story starts when the 5 good emperors were running the Roman Empire at its peak. It was a time of wealth, power, and growth. Underneath this show of strength, though, a seed of decline had started to grow. Gibbon says that the slow decline was caused by many things, including the size and complexity of the empire, the military's overreach, economic problems, internal fighting, and moral rot. Gibbon's careful study of the Roman Empire's huge military shows that the strength of the Roman legions, which had once ensured their dominance, eventually led to the empire's fall. The cost of keeping up such a large armed force caused financial stress. It also meant that non-Roman soldiers had to join the legions, which weakened the empire's cultural unity and could have led to revolt. Gibbon shows how the social and economic fabric of Rome began to fall apart. Social rules and values were broken down by rampant decadence and moral corruption. Rich patricians got caught up in their lavish lifestyles and stopped caring about their civic responsibilities. At the same time, the proletariat class became more and more dependent on the state's bread and circuses, which weakened the empire and made it weaker. Gibbon says that religion also played a big part in Rome's fall. With its focus on a heavenly kingdom, Christianity took people's attention away from the earthly power. The faith's peaceful beliefs and promise of equality made people less willing to fight and led to the rise of different groups, which made the Roman government weaker. As the kingdom struggled under its own weight, it couldn't handle the pressures from the outside. Gibbon gives a vivid picture of the barbarian attacks that broke through Rome's borders and killed the last people there. When Romulus Augustus, the last Roman ruler in the West, was deposed by the Germanic king Odoacer in 476 AD, it was a famous event that marked the end of Western Rome. But the story doesn't end there. Gibbon then follows the history of the Byzantine Empire, which was the Eastern Roman Empire, until the Ottomans took Constantinople. The decline and fall of the Roman Empire shows how well Edward Gibbon understood people and how good a storyteller he was. It shows that empires are not unbeatable, they can be destroyed by the same things that made them possible in the first place: ambition, economic power, military strength, and the way people live their lives. The book is a strong warning that power is temporary and a sharp critique of how flawed people are. Throughout the book, there are ideas about hubris, the value of social norms, economic stability, and the role of military might. The story keeps bringing up the balance between power and weakness that every society or civilization has to find. Gibbon's masterpiece is an epic story about the fall of the Roman Empire. It shows how complicated and contradictory it was. It shows that the end of an empire is not a single event, but rather a long process that is shaped by both internal decay and pressure from the outside. His masterful mix of historical facts and psychological ideas makes the decline and fall of the Roman Empire a timeless account of one of the most important times in human history. In the end, Gibbon's book isn't just about Rome. It's a mirror that shows how fragile our societies are and a sobering lesson of how power and decline go in cycles.